So this just popped up on my YouTube recommended feed. I'm sure a lot of people already know the Reckless Ben situation going on. This is just the latest that just popped up. I love this dude. I love how reckless he is. Yeah, let's see what kind of trouble he got into now. I like his little bricks and minifig shirt here. That's Kino.
A bunch of new body cam footage came in. No one's ever seen it, and we're gonna watch it right now.
He came to harass us at our place. He's out of state.
So this is filmed right after I get released from jail the first time, because I got arrested because I was trying to serve them court papers and take them to court. They're just making up reasons for me to be arrested, but then I get out of jail because I paid for bond. I get out of jail.
All true, by the way. This is, all true. This guy has been through the ringer.
And now Ammon's just calling the police because he's like, you guys let Ben out of jail? Like,
you guys let Ben out of jail?
What the hell? Like, how could you guys do that? Ben needs to be in jail right now.
So he was arrested, and I think he was booked into the Utah County Jail. Okay. And he must have been released, even though he's an out-of-state, flight risk. He was released. And so he's a YouTuber that does this stuff for videos and clicks. Okay. He was arrested in California for doing this kind of trespassing and kind of stuff, before, just I think in 2024. Right.
My first time getting arrested ever was...
Can you imagine just how, entitled and bratty you have to be basically spouting like a Karen to law enforcement officers about a YouTuber? I mean, I guess, to him, he's being harassed, but I don't know if I would call it that when Ben has been going through all of the legal avenues, most of the time being obstructed by the very law enforcement that is supposed to, facilitate those legal avenues. I really wouldn't, I don't know if I would call that harassing more than trying to get justice. You know what I mean? But what do I know? I'm just a dude on the internet.
Was for serving my court papers.
This is my first time ever being arrested.
This is my first time ever getting arrested, but I think Ammon's thinking, oh, well, if I lie to the police and make it seem like he's a criminal, maybe they'll just keep him in jail this time,
So
lying to the police is bad. If you ever get stopped by the police, you just don't say anything. You know what I mean? The hardest thing to do is keep your mouth shut.
So that's what's happening, and so, but we he's also been passing fraudulent gift certificates to financially harmed.
Fraudulent gift certificates. Does he mean the Guinness World Record?
Oh, I was so confused. I've watched that part 5 or 6 times.
Fraudulent?
What's he mean, gift certificate?
Gift certificates?
I think he means the World Record certificate.
This is an award for most Legos stolen by any company in the world.
I remember that.
That's what's going on.
That's what's going on.
But at this point, I just need some information so I can tell our staff what is going on, because if I need to go and get some of my staff armed so that he can't threaten them.
I'm sorry, I've been editing this video for a couple days. Did he say armed? Like getting his staff armed? I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can arm your staff in preparation for a kid coming through and poking at. I don't think you can do that. That's crazy. I can't believe I missed that.
Right. That's what I need to do, or they're going to go find him and rearrest him because he clearly had to have violated some kind of rule. There's got to be something to stop this guy from continuing to intimidate our staff.
Yeah, how'd you guys let this guy out of jail? If we let this guy out of
This little skinny dude is your rival. He's the one that's threatening your staff and everything like that. I don't think he has it in him. I can't imagine him huddled up into a corner calling in a threat, going I'm gonna shit on your floor. I don't know about that.
jail, he's gonna kill our staff. How can you possibly think of letting this guy out of jail?
You watch this, I feel like you're just dude, this is hilarious. I'm like, dude, this pisses me off.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, yeah.
What the heck? He's literally lying through his freaking teeth.
I don't know what has been done since he was arrested yesterday.
Sure.
We all sighed a big sigh of relief this morning knowing that he was arrested last night. Yeah. And then to have this happen all over again, everyone's feeling some pretty significant trauma that he's just not going to stop.
Yeah, so it's not the
police or corrections that let him out, that's going to be a judge, right?
Yeah.
And so that would be a complaint that would have to be directed towards their office.
The officer is just like, he just brushes this off. He is like, this is way too much for me. I don't give a shit about this. You have to talk to a judge. Like, yeah.
To find out what's the deal? Why would you let this guy out when he's stalking us, right? That's
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Sorry, let me grab a pen. Who do I contact for that?
He's like, dude, what are you talking to me about this for? Talk to the judge.
Yeah,
Police officer's like, we tried to keep him in jail until his court case for a month, but the stupid judge let him out. So like, don't complain to me, complain to the judge.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Stupid due process. What do we even have it for anyway?
I suggest you put all evidence that you have against this guy on that.
He acts really like cutesy, like he's clearly got some form of sociopathic disorder.
He's clearly sociopathic.
He says and does whatever he can to just get away with whatever he wants.
Either Reckless Ben is the most prolific and like strategic sociopath on the planet, or this dude, like on the phone, I forget his name, I the CEO or whatever, is just he's a really good bullshitter, and my assumption leans on the latter.
Again, multiple arrests, I think, in the past in different states.
So obviously, if you look in the police records, you can see that I've never been arrested before. But because Ammon said so, maybe the police will just listen to Ammon. You know,
his word every single time. They're taking his word over your evidence. Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
That's another charge, obviously. I mean, we'll stack him until he leaves you guys alone, I guess. You know what I mean? Or they put him in jail, one or the other.
Dude, that's so insane to freaking say.
Basically, I think Ammon lied to them, saying that there's a restraining order when they're.
What did he say? Hold on, I think I missed that part. I think I was daydreaming.
Word over your evidence doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
That's another charge, obviously. I mean, we'll stack him until he leaves you guys alone, I guess. You know what I mean? Or they put him in jail, one or the other.
We'll stack him until he leaves you alone, I guess, or until they put him in jail. Why would you record yourself saying that as a law enforcement officer? Why would you record yourself saying that you are deliberately stacking charges regardless of the validity of those charges in order to get someone away from you? Like, why wouldn't you recommend this dude to just, hey, go through the legal process, contact this judge, it's off my hands. Beep. Like, it's that easy. Why incriminate yourself like that? I'm pretty sure that's illegal, to be drumming up false charges. I'm almost positive, but I'm not a lawyer.
Dude, that's so insane to freaking say.
That is insane.
Basically, I think Ammon lied to them, saying that there's a restraining order when there wasn't, and so he's like, oh, well, that's another charge, and we're just gonna keep making up charges about me until I'm in jail for good, is kind of what it sounds like. Even though the evidence goes against everything you say, I want to help you out, Ammon, because
I can stack. I'll try to stack it on this stalking case.
Oh my god,
brother!
And not know that he's recorded.
Exactly.
I am just going to figure this out here. Okay, sir.
Figure this out here. Can you imagine how many times like this happens on the daily and it's not recorded? Yeesh.
I'm gonna call the jail and then I will meet you over there. Okay.
Okay, perfect. See you there in a little bit.
Yep. Bye.
Officer Abrams?
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
Yep.
I forget this guy's name. The evil twirly mustache guy's name.
Man, is there any way I can use your bathroom?
Yeah, for sure.
Is there any way I could take a piss right before I throw this kid back into jail on false charges? I just need to take a leak real quick.
Got one right back here.
That's...
You shouldn't be doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? All 5 of them should be charged. Right.
basically what they're saying now is not only should we put Ben in jail for forever for trying to serve these court papers, we should put all 5 of his team members in jail for trying to take you guys to court. You guys don't deserve to go to court, and anyone that tries to take you to court, we're going to put them in jail indefinitely.
They started threatening to...
Yeah, so they'll do that. If they can't get one dude, they will go after anybody who is around him, because obviously, you know, you get a bunch of co-conspirators into an interrogation room, you know, the typical logic that comes from, you know, interrogators is, well, they're going to roll on one another after a while, right, after you let them stew. At least that's what I think they're implying here. I don't want to get too conspiratorial, but it really wouldn't surprise me after all that Ben has been through and just how flagrantly corrupt every single police officer that has been involved thus far. Like, it's like you're not talking rotten apple. You're talking like this is fresh compost rot that needs to be put on the plants. You know what I mean? There is no salvaging this.
Kill some of the staff. And so they're just like, hey, if you don't, we're gonna kill you if you don't give this guy his money back and all this other stuff and like all these things. And so we're like, dude, like you guys have to go through the appropriate legal channels. This guy has
the police actually have to verify these claims. You know what I mean? I'm almost positive they have to verify that these claims are true. Again, I don't know how police like investigations work, but I'm pretty sure you can't just accuse somebody like saying, oh, hey, he threatened me, and then the police go and they just arrest that person. You know, I don't think police work on, you know, the honor rule when it comes to accusing people of crimes. I'm sure there's somebody in the comments who might watch this and fact check me. I invite you to, because you know, I'm not a legal expert, but a lot of this just seems just bad. This is just really bad. This is really bad. This is kind of disgusting, actually. Like, it grosses me out.
nothing to do with it, other than he just gets off on making videos and like if you look him up again, he goes by the name of YouTube, and he films himself doing illegal things all the time, and then he gets his videos taken down, do all sorts of research on him. That's what we're dealing with, is a guy who, like, honest to goodness, he's a sociopath. We've done some additional searches on him. He has it appears that a relative of him, of his, because he's originally from Ohio and then he moved to LA. Some relative of his with the same name, that, based on what we can piece together.
I assume that he was saying Ben Schneider, that guy that not employed, but is in talks with Ben to, you know, get the Star Wars Lego sets back. I don't know. Is he related to Reckless Ben?
Was convicted of child porn or child, sexual contact, some of these other types of things. So there's a very real chance that he may have been abused as a child. But that
dude, you can't
set him through a mental disorder, kind of whatever the case may be. He's clearly a sociopath who does not care about the system.
My whole family's pretty close, and I'm 99.999999999% sure that's not true. But if it is true, I would like to know who that is. So, because that's probably important information for me if there is someone in my family that's like that. But just a really quick update. I think we found the guy that Ammon's talking about.
Yeah.
Athens man is sentenced after he was found guilty of 110 felony counts for recording and distributing child pornography from his home. Benjamin Schneider is sentenced to 8 years in prison.
So yeah, I guess this guy also got charged in Ohio, and he has a very similar name to me. It's actually the exact same name as me.
Oh wait, I got that mixed up. Reckless Ben and Ben Schneider are the same thing. Okay, okay.
And maybe he thought that this person was me. Maybe that explains why he's saying I have been arrested multiple times. I mean, clearly this person is not me. I mean, but also maybe Ammon's not the smartest person in the world, so maybe he thought that we were the same person. I don't know, but this is the closest I was able to find of what Ammon could be talking about.
We know this guy's a sociopath, and so we are very afraid for our staff.
Yes, sir.
And these guys coming in,
yes,
they've threatened people before. They don't care about the law.
No, sir. Yes, sir.
And that's what makes us very scared, is because, again, and I'm kind of asking a serious question. In your opinion, would you go get a shotgun and bring it in the store?
He keeps asking, so, you're the police officers, do you think it's a good idea that we should have guns to defend ourselves next time Reckless Ben comes in, right? I think what he's trying to do is, because Josh Johnson said he was going to shoot us just for trying to serve him papers.
Holy crap, dude. Wait, hold on. This is insane. So he's basically asking, hey, officers, do you think it's a good idea for me to have a gun, a shotgun, in case this guy comes around again? So he can get the okay from the police officer. Yeah. So he's like, hey, the officer said I can, insinuating that he can kill you.
Well, the police officers would have told me to do this. I'm just within my rights. He was trying to kill me, and I'm just defending myself. Yeah, he's trying to come up with a reason to justify murdering us, I think. Which,
this is actually insane.
Ugh. Wow. Ugh.
Yeah, it's a little scary, but
a little scary, bro. I'd be pissing my pants. Like, does he have a lawyer now? Like right now? Like, I'm pretty sure. Like, Ben should have multiple lawyers now, right? Like, he should.
Like this, where some people we feel like are in danger.
I personally encourage people who are able to carry legally to carry.
Okay, so that's basically all the footage after I got arrested of them freaking out, and I think that kind of explains why, because a few hours later, we do the GoFundMe, Sheldon gets arrested just for promoting this GoFundMe, and then they sent a whole SWAT team of police officers to my house to just arrest everyone. So basically, Ammon's doing what I like to call the 3-year-old method, which is basically, if a 3-year-old really wants something and they're not getting it, what do they usually do?
Throw a tantrum?
Whine, cry, kick the back of the seat when they're in the car.
Basically this. That's kind of what Ammon's doing. Like, Ammon at first isn't really getting what he wants. It's like, I mean, I guess he got me arrested, but then I get out of jail, and he's like, oh, shoot, if I just keep saying he's stalking us, they're not going to keep him in jail for I got to make up some story to put him back in jail. It's exactly what a 3-year-old would do, right? And then he says, we're going to murder him. He's like, we're threatening him, and
he's not getting what he wants, so he just keeps like whining and crying. He's like, they're doing this,
and we
can't,
threatening. Yeah, and we can't, honestly, we can't really get mad at Ammon for doing this.
Yes, you can. You absolutely can get mad at him for this.
Because, I mean, we used to do the same thing also, right?
Did you?
Like literally everyone used to do this.
Everyone?
But then we turned like 5 years old, and we...
like when you were...
Yeah, like we turned 5, and then we realized that this was not the correct method to get what we want. Yeah, basically the person that sent me all this body cam footage asked if I could respond to what Ammon's saying. So I'm saying my official response to Ammon is goo goo gaga, because I feel like that's the appropriate way to respond to someone who's acting like a baby.
I don't know. I don't know if he's serious about this. If this is like an actual legal correspondence like attempt between the two parties, I wouldn't be doing that if I was Ben. I would instead probably draft an at-length little like letter directly going after him and calling him a child in all sorts of ways. You know, I'd probably open up a thesaurus to see how many ways I can call him a child. But I guess this is a good way of doing it too.
And send. So right after this phone call, they arrest Sheldon for just promoting our GoFundMe and sent a bunch of SWAT team members to like SWAT our house, which kind of makes that make more sense to me now based on what Ammon was saying. But anyways, let's fast forward a little bit. We posted the video, and this is, I think, 5 days after we posted the video now. Matt McNeff, Ammon's brother, calls the police. I don't really think he had a crime. He's just kind of like complaining about our video. No, for real. Look.
Let me see.
Yeah, so it's my brother and I have a franchise called Bricks and Minifigs that we run.
Okay, so it's Ammon McNeff and I don't know.
He was filming and making this pseudo journalistic documentary that he that's what he's claiming it is. Yeah. He released that documentary on Friday, and our lives have been nothing but hell since then. Once this YouTuber released this video, our franchisees are getting targeted harassment, review bombs. They are destroying people's lives and making it has been a nightmare.
Yeah, this is what's called lying in the bed that you've made. So when you are the face or the CEO spokesperson, basically, the image of a company, and you misbehave, that reflects on the entirety of the company. So even if the McNeffs were to somehow ultimately pull out a win here, I doubt many people would want to do business with Bricks and Minifigs again, just because of the whole fact of controversy. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't take somebody who has a degree in behavioral science to see that this is very, very bad behavior.
He's not even reporting a crime to the police. He's just like complaining about how bad how much he dislikes the video.
Aren't you supposed to call the cops when there's an emergency?
The cops basically just being the dude's therapist at this point.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard being a CEO. Oh, I make so much money and I have to steal people's Legos. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been rough. He's trying to say that the American Port Police, our company, and the LDS Church are all colluding now in protecting our franchisee, and it's one big giant conspiracy. I mean, it's insanity. It's just rage bait and clickbait, and he is causing significant serious harm. This has got to slow down.
What, remind me, do you know the title of the video on YouTube? I'd like to include that link on the report.
The YouTube creator, his like, again, we feel like we've tried the whole way through to do the right thing here.
This entire time, Bricks and Minifigs, they say they've been trying to do the right thing the whole time, and it's literally just been as easy as give the dude his Legos back. Like,
yeah,
they're just sitting in an empty store right now that you guys aren't even planning on selling them anymore. It'd be so easy for you just to give them back, but
there's almost like 100% chance that those Legos are gone. Like, they've probably been separated and sold to independent collectors. I wouldn't be surprised if the McNeffs, in their tantrum, ordered their employees to destroy them. Again, I'm not saying they did, but knowing their repeated behavior, I would expect that to come through. I don't believe those Legos are around anymore, unfortunately. I think what will probably end up happening is Ben will probably end up eking a win out of this in some way in the future, and he'll probably get financial compensation somewhere close to the approximate value of the Legos, but I would be extremely surprised if they got any of the Legos back at this point. I don't think it's at this point. I don't think it's how they get the Legos back. I think it's they are legitimately gone. Like, I don't think Bricks and Minifigs could even track them down now if they tried, because once those are out of your store and sold like to independent collectors and shit, like, you'd have to track them down. You'd have to pay them back, get the stuff back. It's a whole thing. Like, there's no way. Like, and if they're doubling down and abusing the legal system like this, I don't see them turning around at all, Ben. I genuinely, like, this is, they're all in. They put all their chips on the table at this point. They want you gone.
That would fix this whole thing, but they didn't. So, wait. So, it's because they've caused so much, like, punitive damage now. Like, they've put Brian on medication. He's been having panic attacks. They've tried ruining his whole life and all this other stuff. Now, it's a little bit more complicated than just giving the Legos back now. Basically, our lawyers are saying that this is going to be a slam dunk case. We could just get millions and millions of dollars out of them.
Oh, yeah,
and just,
I bet.
like, basically bankrupt their entire company.
Oh, I bet.
Bricks and Minifigs will get completely destroyed. Or we've given them another easy way now.
You can say they're sorry by doing the chicken dance. And I will take that as a sincere form of apology. And once they do the chicken dance, and I will know that Bricks and Minifigs is sorry, and we can finally move on to the next video series. It'll be awesome.
But it's...
So that's brilliant, right? Because, like, whether Ben knows this or not, actually getting them to do the chicken dance, they're obviously, like, the McNeffs aren't going to do the chicken dance and record it for him. It's not going to happen. These type of people will never capitulate to this degree, especially not, like, doing a dance as apology. It's not going to happen. But it's brilliant because in, the alternate universe in which they do the chicken dance for him, Ben still gets out on top because he can easily just make another video mentioning how he won and he made the Bricks and Minifigs bosses do the chicken dance, and that is fantastic YouTube content for him. So he would be getting out making pretty with that. But regardless, it's not going to happen.
Weird. Bricks and Minifigs still hasn't done the chicken dance yet, which to me makes me feel like they think doing the chicken dance will cause them hundreds of millions of dollars worth of damage. They're that scared of doing the chicken dance. They think that by them doing the chicken dance, it's probably, I don't know, but they're they think that's a worse decision than destroying their $100 million company and all of the innocent franchises that have nothing to do with this. They think it's worth destroying all their franchises just so they don't have to do the chicken dance.
It's already gone. Like their whole business is already like up shit's creek. Like there's no recovering it. They're between a rock and a hard place right now. Like the McNuffs, like they are in extraordinary legal trouble. Even if they were to do the chicken dance, it would be an admission of guilt. It would basically, be saying I'm sorry, because that's how Ben framed it. He's like, I'll take an apology in the way of a chicken dance, and if they do the chicken dance, that's admitting guilt, which also is them admitting that they stole the Legos, which would again completely ruin all of their potential clientele for like the end of time. Like at this point, they would have to, the McNuffs probably have to change their names, change the name of Bricks and Minifigs, and completely rebrand to even have a hope of continuing their business at this point.
Yeah, their time is running out, and they have 1 week left as of me posting this video right now, and then there's going to be a third thing. So right now, it's just give the Legos back and do the chicken dance. But if they wait 1 more week, then they're going to have to do 3 things.
Oh.
Whatever this street is, it's the street Joshua Johnson lives on. They will have to rename this street Reckless Ben Street. That way, every time Josh drives home, he's going to have to see, oh, I live on Reckless Ben Street now. This sucks, you know? Yeah, just as they're stacking the charges to throw us in jail forever, we're stacking the list of demands before they can get out of this mess.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we're just going to keep stacking them until their whole company's destroyed.
We're going to stack it week after week, month after month, year after year.
Yeah, and even infinity after infinity. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep stacking those lists of demands all the way up and never stop it. Give the Legos back and won't stop. Anyways, subscribe to Patreon. You'll get to see lots of behind the scenes, like full interviews. I just posted a full interview of us talking to the chief of police.
Man, you got screwed. Like, right? So we're just trying to right the wrong. Whatever that looks like.
Basically, he's saying that his police department messed up, and the whole interview's on Patreon. Also, part 4 is halfway filmed. We're almost done filming part 4. It's gonna be the most insane video we've ever filmed in our entire lives. Tell him, Victor. So. Yeah, no spoilers. It kind of sucks because we're still undercover in part 4, but part 4 is gonna be super sick.
Undercover?
Everyone's saying that the Lego videos are wrapping up. I think the Lego series is actually just started.
I would be very surprised. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. If Ben is correct and this is just getting started, which I think in a way it is, because the legal processes take a long time to go through the courts. Like we could easily see this go on for a year, a couple years. And I think Ben comes from a relatively wealthy family, considering that, he has the free time to do all this. So I think he'll be okay in that regard. But at this point, I think if in Reckless Ben's mind, I think he's probably thinking, well, if I'm not going to get the Legos, I may as well try and, milk this content for all it's worth, which is not a bad thing. Like it's not a bad thing. I would be doing that too if I was in Ben's seat. I would be like, oh shit, I got to get all of this on video, because not only is it good to document, but it's also funny. It's also good content. And I would imagine he's probably thinking that he's doing a service by, outing the Bricks and Minifigs CEOs and basically plastering all of this online to say, hey, warning, don't go here, don't buy here, like don't do it at all. Which, you can argue about the legality of that all you want, but I think it's, when you have been bent over backwards by a company like this, and then have that same aforementioned company abuses the legal system to bend you backwards even further, at this point, all bets are off. Like Ben absolutely should be, dragging them through the mud. I don't see any other recourse. Like, what is he just gonna do? Like, take the videos down, be quiet, and that's it? Like, even if he were to go completely underground, the entire his own community, the YouTube community, everyone else is going to be looking around like, where did he go? Oh my god, that's really weird. People don't just disappear like that. So no matter how you slice it, I think Ben, even though he didn't start this off on a good note, like at the beginning, he definitely should have gotten a lawyer from the beginning. The ball is in the McNuff's court, and every single time they grab the ball, they seem to cry, piss, shit, and then drop it. So, yeah, we'll have to see what happens next. It certainly seems like Ben still has the gusto. He has a lot planned for the future of this. We're just gonna have to sit tight and see how it goes. I mean, shit, that's fucking crazy, man. It's crazy. This should come as a wake-up call to anybody who is either in law enforcement who aspires to be in law enforcement. Don't do any of this. Don't do any of what the police like in these videos done. Like, just don't. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand the McNeff's behavior. I don't understand the police's behavior. I just don't get it, man. Like, this would have been over pretty much instantly if they just turned around and gave him the Legos back, or if they couldn't give him a settlement of some sort. And now, because of everything that they're putting Ben through, he can obviously sue for additional damages. Like he said there, his legal team has apparently telling him they could, countersue for oodles and boodles of dollars, millions of dollars. So Ben is set. Like, I don't think the money at this point really is what's driving him. I think it's more the entertainment and spite, which is like, I got to admire his moxie. So yeah, that's the latest update on the Bricks and Minifigs scenario. Shit, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. I've been King Doggo. Thanks for the good vibes, and I'll see you in the next one.